Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm your host Sandman. Today I'm going to be picking a Master Lock 100-year anniversary padlock. Let's break into it. So this is a Master Lock 1921, so 1921, which was the year that Master Lock was established apparently. This is 1921 D. D probably refers to maybe this being, all-weather, protected, coated, whatever. This is a security level 9 out of a 10. But I believe it's a 4-pin lock because this is a really small key. And I know that this is ranked orange belt on the Lockpickers United Belt Ranking System. So if you go to lpubelts.com, you will see that all the locks in the world have been ranked from easiest to hardest, from white belt to black belt and beyond. So this is an orange belt level lock, so I am going to have to expect some security pins in this. I do have a really nifty keychain here with the Master Lock Lion, and same thing on here. Really cool keys here. It even says established 1921. I could enter it to win $5,000 digital shopping spree, but this thing expired like 4 years ago. I've had this on my desk for at least 2 years. I don't know why. I just never picked it because I wanted to try to pick it on camera while it's still on the package, and I've just been putting it off. Let's see. Return of the Lion logo, symbolizing strength, courage, and resilience. The Master Lock Lion roars again to celebrate our first 100 years and to honor our legacy and spirit since 1921. There's the key code. That's always safe to put that on the packaging. And let's give this a try. Let's see which way the keyway is oriented. Okay, so that's good. We can pick it this way, but this thing's in the way. So let me see if, there we go. All right, good. So we can pick this in hand on camera. Let's try a turning tool here. 50 thousandths is too big also. It's not deep enough. I wonder, could I? I don't know. I've never really done that a lot. So we're going to go with 40 thou or 1 millimeter. So it's not long enough. I wonder if I could use this end. No, guess not. I wonder if I'm going to have to pick it like that. I may have to. I hate doing bottom of keyway picking while I'm single pin picking. I just do. I want the whole, I like to have the whole thing, the whole shebang. Look at this. So here's the deal. Take a look at this core. It's off at an angle right here. Okay. So I don't want to put a top of keyway tensioner in here and then cant my wrist at this goofy angle like this. So I'm going to take one of my, let me grab it. I've got some ergonomic turning tools here. They're Multipick that I just put a 35-degree bend in. I've been doing that since 2016. Ever since I saw Lockpicking Lawyer doing that in 2015, 2016, he actually made a video about how he does it. Just puts it in a bench vise and bends it over, cranks it over. And then Bosnian Bill used to have some that were bent too. I have one of those original ones. So let's give this a try. That will relieve, because if I try, folks, if I try to put a top of QA tensioner in here, this is going to be my hand positioning, and that's not ideal. So we're going to go for comfort. Why not? And we're going to go with a Jimy Longs gym style hook in 19 thou. And away we go. Nothing on 1. Nothing on 2. I think pin 3 is, no. I can't tell if it's pin 3 or pin 4. These pins feel like garbage in here. I don't know what that was, but that was definitely that's definitely the sound of oversetting. So let's let that go. See, I just heard so many clicks in here. That could be the security pins, but it could be me oversetting all of the pins in front. So let's try this again. Let's get a better focus here. Nothing on 1, nothing on 2. Pin 3 is binding. Let me lighten up my tension. Okay, got to click out of 3. Pin 4. Got to click out of 4. Nothing on 1. Got to click out of 2. Oh, I want to hold what I got. Pretty sure I dropped everything. Try this again. pin 3, pin 4, that was pin 2. Let's try pin 1. Okay, we got pin 1 set, but we dropped something in that process. Here's 3. Here's 4 again. There we go. We got it, folks. I was worried there for a second. So even though I have my cord turned, I have to pull this out manually. Hopefully that was all on camera. Let me back up. All right. Let's get our keys. Let's get our accoutrement here. Then let's gut this thing so we can take a look at what's inside. Folks, I'm back. I finally got it. That took me a good 15 minutes to figure out which hex head key would work with this. I had a whole set here. I was using this, my iFixit, which is what I've been using for 5 years now in Locksport. Never had an issue with that set, but it's all metric, and most locks are going to use metric hardware. So then I'm like, oh, I guess it's made of inch. I mean, I get it. Master locks made in Mexico, you know, but not all of them, are they? I don't know. And, you know, I don't know what all of Mexico uses for their lock hardware. So I pulled out this guy. I still could not get it. And I was about to give up. And then I was like, no. I am a welder and a woodworker by trade. Surely I have a decent set of Allen wrenches here somewhere, and I've got some T-handled right here, and this was a 7/64, which I didn't have in this guy. I had a 5/64, and you know, like I had everything in between, but I was just not getting it. It was really messing with me, and I was like, oh man, I hate this video already, but looks like we got it. That was frustrating. There we go. Let's get that out of here. That took way longer than it needed to be. Never done this before. That's the whole point of doing these videos. Sorry, sounded like a golem there for a second. And there we go. Look at that. Wow, this is laminated. Interesting. See if we can zoom in here. Wow, that's laminated. That's cool. I like that. I can see why it's a level 9 out of 10 on the security scale. Cool. There's the actuator. Fantastic. That's cool. I don't know, just never really, I don't mess around with master locks. I don't like, you know, get all googly eyed. Ooh, it's the new master lock, because, you know, it's master lock. Let's gut this thing. Okay. Huh. Yeah. So there is no retention on the back of here, because why would there be? And I have pins falling out because I was not paying attention. I turned my core upside down. Okay. Well, this is Sandman's first day picking a lock, apparently. Let's this is not going as planned. Given by the shape of the key, I know that my longer key pin is going to be pin 4. This is the worst gutting I've ever made. This is the worst gutting video I've ever made. 265 videos, and this is the very worst gutting video I've ever made. Let's see if we can push some pins back. Man, this is the worst. What else did I drop? Yeah, well, there's a security pin. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our lockpick. We're going to drive it all the way in, push down, and then we're going to rotate, and there we go. Now, I am going to have to go ahead and gut this because 2 of my key pins dropped out, which means if I rotate all this all the way, then I will brick the lock. The driver pins will drop in. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And let's go ahead and shim it too. When in doubt, shim it, because that'll protect us from any of the security pins dropping in. It's not going to harm us by adding a shim. Oh, maybe it will harm us. What's going on here? Did it just get too tight? My stomach's growling, sorry. Okay, well, let's get rid of the shim then. What is retaining this? It's crimped. Interesting. It's crimped. It's crimped on the back. I've never seen this before. So we're going to put that crimp right here. Huh, it's crimped. It's dented. It's pushed in. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Let's add our shim again. Crazy. So that's its own form of retention. Be cognizant of where our pin stack is on here. Huh, this does not want to fit. This is the worst gutting video ever. Worst gutting video ever. Look at that. There we go. Got a security pin here. All spool pins. This is a really bad gutting video. Okay, here we go. All spool pins. Here we go. That's the tail of the tape. Is there any counter milling? No, of course not. It's master lock. Why would they? Nope. That's crazy. This, you know what just occurred to me? This is a 6-pin stack core. And they only put 4 pins in it. What a bunch of losers. Why would you do that? Do they not have a 6-pin version of the M1? That's just laziness. So that means they're using cores from, but it's the same keyway. So what would that be, like an M10? I don't know. Folks, this is the worst. This is the worst video I've ever made in 2 years. So let me know in the comments down below what's going on. Why are there only 4 pins in this now? Obviously, there's only four pins because the key is only going to have 4 pins. Yeah. I can't talk. My belly's rumbling. I could not gut this thing for 15 minutes. And then when I did, it just exploded all over the place. But we have our 4 spools here. I think it's time to retire. I think it's time to hang up and retire from lockpicking and locksport altogether. Why would you have a 6-pin core? Are they all like this? Because I've never gutted a master lock before. Because why would I? I've never gutted a 4-pin master lock because usually they're not guttable, right? I don't know. I've never done this before. And there's 6-pin stacks here. What a horrible opportunity that they could have had to make a decent lock. If this thing was filled with 6, what would that be? Like, is this the Pro Series core? I don't know if it's the Pro Series or not, but they could have done a lot more with this lock. Anyways, what a weird thing to do. That's so weird. It makes me, I don't know if Master Lock cores have 6 pin stacks and only 4 filled on the M1, on the Master Lock #1 padlock. So, or #3 for that matter. So I guess I'll have to look into that. Folks, let me know in the comments down below. Was this my worst video ever? If you made it this far, hit me up with an abracadabra in the comments. I appreciate you all watching. I go into these saying, oh, this is going to be great. And then it just falls apart because it's my first time picking this particular lock. First time gutting it. And it just all went to shit. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys next time.